Hello everyone, welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing how he or she feels when they look at you. This is a person on your mind reading, a romantic reading, whatever you want to call it. You can obviously give me your suggestions in the comments for more such readings. Let me know. I will show you the three cards for pile selection, and I will also be doing an extended. Extended will be taking the reading forward and giving you more insights and guidance into this connection. Right now, I'm just reading the current energy with the general reading on the main channel. So you can join the membership. I will leave the link to the video along with the timestamps. One more thing I'm doing is I'm going to be pulling or reading mostly tarot for the main reading, which is the general reading. And for the extended, I will look more into my oracle cards, the way I do the readings on my channel usually. So I'm kind of flipping it around today, just felt like doing that. So yeah, if you love the oracle cards, you love the interpretation, you can watch the extended. Let me show the three cards for the three piles. For pile number one, we have Page of Swords, but I want you to focus more on the imagery here and pick based on the imagery. This is pile number one with the dandelion. We have the Emperor, Leo energy, fifth house energy, or the planet Sun, whatever you resonate with. I'm also getting Mula Nakshatra because the roots are connected with Mula. The books here obviously giving me Mercury energy, student energy. On the third card, we have Ten of Wands. We see lots of flowers. So this is Venus energy. You can see the flowers. So this is for pile number three. Pick based on the imagery or whatever your intuition is calling you towards. I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number one. You picked the Page of Swords card. We can see the heaps of books that the person is standing over, obviously a student, a graduate. For whatever reason, I'm also picking up the energy of Ace of Swords for pile number one. So what I'm picking up is mainly a younger sort of connection, something new, something green. You could also know this person from your school days, perhaps a college or childhood person is connected to your neighborhood somehow, or you knew them in the past when you were growing up, now you're dating, or something like that. There could be like a childhood connection here, or something related with education, being young, or there could be an age gap also, or this connection is mainly new. So if it's a new connection, I definitely pick up good energy, positive energy. When this person looks at you, they see their, I don't know, they feel young, they feel free, like they feel very free in your presence. Perhaps you allow them to be themselves, you don't judge them, you're not a judgmental person. You are very welcoming, very warm. You bring out the child in them. You could even bring a little bit of inner child healing to this person. They can be a child around you, they can be young, they can be a little immature, they can show their free spirited nature to you. That's what I'm picking up. Person is curious about you when they look at you. Perhaps they don't know you too well, or they would like to get to know you better, something along those lines. I just pick up curiosity, wanting to spend more time with you, wanting to get to know you better, and learning about you, getting to know you. Perhaps there's a lack of knowledge, perhaps it's new, like I said, fresh, you've not spent a lot of time together. Person is curious, there could be a brewing friendship also, perhaps, where you feel like, does this person look at me like a friend or something more? Definitely, there could be a bit of friendship base there. Maybe you study together, your colleagues, or you know of each other, but you don't know each other too well. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up. We also have Ace of Cups. You can see this card with the butterflies. So there's a desire to change the equation that they have with you. This person Like I said, if you're friends, you know each other, maybe there's already some sort of a introduction that has happened, but the person would like to change that. Maybe going from friends to something more, maybe dating, maybe just spending more time with each other. Ace of Cups is romantic energy. It's overflowing of emotions, wanting to express their emotions. So if you're asking today, pile number one, about someone that your intuition is telling you this person has a crush on you, you are right. Person has a crush on you. They want to tell you, but there could be a little bit of hesitation. Why? Because Page of Swords is that energy of being a little sneaky, where the person would like to collect some information, some data on you. They would like to get some hints from you. Only after that, person would feel comfortable enough in opening up to you. So they want to be sure. This person could have a little bit of fear of rejection, or maybe they have strong feelings for you. So they don't want to be hurt. They'd rather know for sure that you are interested, you would give them attention, or you're at least willing to reciprocate their feelings, then they would show you their love or their interest. So, Page of Swords is a little bit of the spy energy. Maybe they spy on your social media, they ask around about you. If you have mutual connections, they would be wondering, hey, is pile number one single? Or how long have they been single? What is the type? And what are they looking for in a partner? So, they would get to know all these small little details, and this is how they would present themselves. For example, if you're an animal lover, then the person would be like, oh, I love animals, I donate to this charity, or whatever, like certain people who have a preference for a particular cuisine, person might try to learn something from that cuisine so they can maybe make something for you, something like that, something innocent I'm picking up here. Ace of Cups is expression of feelings. Ace of Cups is also something new. I was picking up Ace of Swords energy as well for you guys. So, two cards that represent beginning, something new. That's why I'm saying that perhaps this reading is for someone where there's a new connection or you don't know each other too well. There's a lot to, it's kind of like a beginning of a journey, not a person you've been with for a long time. If that is the case, then maybe you've already settled into this situationship, or one person looks at you as a friend, the other person has feelings. There could be a little bit of mismatch, and maybe you feel like you want to express your feelings, you really like them. If they've never given you a hint, they could look at you as a friend. That is only the case if you've known this person for a long time, you're friends with them, they have not come forward when it comes to their feelings towards you, and you want to tell them how you feel. This person already knows in that case. Then you become the Ace of Cups character. They are the Page of Swords. See, they're higher up than you. They can tell what's going on in your heart. They can tell because this person thinks logically. With swords element, this speaks about logic, intellect. They can pick up on your behavior and notice that this person has feelings for me. You operate from emotions, they operate from logic and intellect. So they know how you feel. If they've not reciprocated and it's been a long time, you've known each other, like a long friendship or like more than a year, then I think it would be wise to not express your love. Maybe if you want to, if you genuinely feel called to, you can do that. Ace of Cups is expression of love, but it might not be reciprocated. So you need to be open to that idea as well. We have Three of Wands, which is we see the person showing the back. We see the ship, which is a symbol for travel or walking away, moving on, transition period, travels, something like this. That's why I'm saying maybe it will help you move on. If you want to express, you can move on, get the clarity, get the, what do you call that, closure. So you can do that if you want to, if it's a long term uh, situationship or something like that, then you can express, it will make it easier for you to move on. For others, I can also sense that if you express your feelings, person could take a step back from their friendship with you. Maybe person doesn't recognize, maybe they know you have feelings for them, but things are not awkward, but once you express, things could become awkward. So they might have to take a step back. For others of you, where, like I said earlier, if it's a new connection, it's a new thing, there is curiosity, there is interest, and you are not sure how they feel, they're not sure how you feel, then you can think about a future together. Three of Wands is also future oriented energy. So, this transition period, see, two cards indicating transition here with the ship and here with the butterflies. Butterflies represent change. So, if you're in a situationship, if you're stuck, you don't know what the person feels, and you're in limbo, you're not able to move on from this person, you have a misplaced sense of loyalty to them, it's better you express or you just let things go and you move on, because if you let things linger, it will not serve you. I get two signs here that it's time to move on. So whether it's expression, whether it's closing a chapter, you can think about it, decide for yourself, and it's time to change the equation of this connection. For others, if it's a new connection, you can give it time and space. I can see person taking action towards you. I hope I'm clear with the message. Of course, if you feel confused, you want to know more, you can watch the extended. I will go into more details. This was like very simple, quick message for you guys. If it resonates, you can definitely watch the extended. If you would like, you can book a reading with me as well. All right, thank you for watching, and I will leave the link along with the timestamps, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, guys. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to today's reading. This is the card you chose, the Emperor. So, how does this person look at you? They could look at you as someone who's dominating for sure. We also have Justice here, Justice card, Libra energy, Swati energy specifically with the sword as well. And we have Eight of Wands with these umbrellas. This shows um, Rahu and Jeshta nakshatra. So I'm picking up Jeshta, Swati, Magha, Mula. I'm picking up Aries, Libra, Scorpio, and there was one more with this Rahu element. So Aquarius, yes, but Rahu could be prominent in your chart. Umbrellas are connected with Rahu. Anyway, what is the message here? They could look at you as someone dominating. They could see you as someone, perhaps, let's say if you had a falling out, if you had a breakup. I don't know why I'm picking up a breakup energy here with the Emperor and the Justice. If you are going through a rough patch, if you have stepped away from this connection, if not you, the person could have done that. If the person walked away, the reason why they did that was they were making a power move. They were somewhere feeling like pile number 2 will come running back to me and they will agree to everything that I say to them. Whatever I ask of them, they will agree. So it was a power move that they were making. That's why they walked away. If you were the one who walked away, they would say that you were impulsive, you were harsh, and you made the wrong decision. So they're upset at you, they're hurt by you. That's what I'm getting. And they feel like somewhere down the line, you would have regrets. Whether you speak up or not, they could feel like maybe perhaps you have an ego issue where you find it hard to admit you've done something wrong or apologize. So either they would think that you would double down, not come back, or if you do realize your mistake, you would come back to them and perhaps try to make things right. Maybe even without apologizing. So, who is the Emperor? Who is the one who's rash, impulsive, and got their ego hurt and made a decision? The Emperor gives me the energy of putting your foot down and making a major decision. I see walking away, fighting. Why? Because I'm drawn towards the sword, even though justice is all about balance. Libra energy, yes, coming back into the middle, yes. But at the same time, I'm very much drawn towards the sword. Sword can here indicate fighting because the Emperor also carries the sword. We have the sword here repeating, right? It could be a person speaking up for themselves, putting down boundaries where maybe you feel like this person doesn't treat you well, they don't treat you right, they're not just and kind to you. You made a statement, like you said, hey, you did this one thing, maybe not even one thing, but you took a stand on one particular thing after mistreatment for a while, and you were like, I've had it enough, and this is a red line that you've crossed, and I will not accept this behavior, I'm going to step away. Eight of Wands is that energy of rushing away, impulsive energy, decision. So that's what I'm picking up, honestly. Was there a third party situation? That could also be a possibility for some of you. Overall, how do they view you? They view you as a person who right now is not willing to perhaps negotiate. And I think it's mainly an ego issue where one person or both of you are not willing to apologize, make things right, to course correct. There's a need for diplomacy for sure that I'm picking up here. One person, if someone makes the effort to apologize, come forward, the other person also needs to meet them halfway. Justice, Libra energy, bringing balance back into the connection. I also get this sense that right now it would be nice to take just some time off of each other. Distance could also be helpful. It will bring you clarity because, see, right here we see the clouds in the imagery. The clouds are there, and here also we see clouds in the head. That means foggy decision making decisions with a bit of confusion. Impulsively, your emotions rise up, you get hurt, you get upset, and one person decides to make a major decision, walk away, something like that. It was perhaps not the right thing to do, or maybe it was the right thing but done in the wrong way. So, message was correct, delivery was wrong. That's what I'm getting. So, it would be nice to just clear your head, take some space from each other, really figure out, is this connection worth it? Are you a good match? Do you fulfill each other's needs and all of that? They see you as a strong individual, they see you as a person who has who's very sure of themselves. You know what you want. They could also look at you as a person who shows up really well in relationships. Maybe they don't treat you right, or sometimes if they are someone who treats you all right, they could feel like you are a little too aggressive, too impulsive. So there could be a little bit of incompatibility issue here. Person could be thinking about this, but there's a lot here with this mustache with the roots and everything. It gives me the energy of this could be like a long term connection or something with history there. So it's not very easy to decouple or break up or go your separate ways. There's reasons to stay, there's reasons to go. So I think there's a need to have a heart to heart conversation. I'm also drawn towards the headspace. With the headspace being highlighted, it shows you are on the person's mind. They're very much thinking about you, missing you. Maybe if it's not missing, it's about thinking about this connection, what's going on, what's needed to be done, how things should be figured out. Emperor here can also represent the willingness to take charge of the situation and to fix things. But if you were the one to walk away, they would perhaps want you to come back as well. Perhaps apologize. If you were, they could be hurt by the fact that you walked away, you gave up on the connection. So there's a lot here. Certain things you are wrong, certain things they are wrong. And in order to make things right, you both have to put in effort. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up. Now it depends. Was there mistreatment? Is there one person who's dominating, too impulsive, immature? Then things would get murky. It would be hard to understand. There could be avoidant attachment style also that I'm picking up, because this card represents walking away, running away, like a runner chaser dynamic. Then here with the air element also, air is very mutable. That energy of movement is there, whereas earth and water are stable and grounded. So you can build something there. Emperor is also fire. So I'm getting air energy, fire energy, air energy, even wands are fire. So it's all like up in the air. It's not very grounded energy. Connection needs to be grounded. There needs to be more maturity. There needs to be an open dialogue. Some things you can definitely work on. And I think it's open ended, where over something frivolous, there could be a breakup, but it was not the right way to go about things. So, mature conversations are better instead of an impulsive decision. Even if you want to walk away, it would be better to have just a heart to heart conversation and to clear the misunderstandings and doubts. That's what I'm getting here. Person somewhere looks at you with respect also, with they see you as a bold person, but at the same time, sometimes they feel like you can be a little harsh when it comes to romantic matters. So your personality can be overbearing or spilling into your love matters where you need to be more softer. This is how the person feels about you, right? So that was the reading. If you want to know more, because I will go more into detail, I will pull a bunch of oracle cards that will give better. It's like a canvas I've painted, it will add color to the whole painting. So if you want to watch that, you can join the membership to watch the extended. I will leave a link along with the timestamps, or you can book with me if you want a personal reading. It's up to you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is for how the person on your mind looks at you, their feelings for you. It's more so focused on the current energy. So I've pulled the tarot cards. Let's start. Take what resonates, ignore what doesn't. You got the Ten of Wands with all these flowers that she's putting on her back. It represents weight or baggage. So there could have been an ending. I can sense that because usually tens represent completion of a cycle, endings. So perhaps the person felt quite burdened. I get the sense that they could see you as a person who's frustrated with them. Now it depends who walked away. I think things disintegrated with this connection. Maybe it was not working out for a long time. However, I do get the sense that, see, you also got Five of Pentacles. Now, this is very beautiful imagery. Firstly, I'm noticing the roots. Roots represent Mula energy, Mula Nakshatra. What does Mula mean? Mula can here show a history, perhaps a connection that's been there for a while, or there was a genuine connection at one point of time where you felt like you belonged with one another. And there's history, there's nostalgia, maybe there's been a long distance between the two of you. Maybe it's been a long period of time of no contact also, or a breakup that's happened and you've not been able to move on. It's been a long time. The connection has ended or something like that. However, I also see you being stuck in this connection. I don't know if it's true for the person or not. Possibly it could be both ways, where you're both stuck onto each other. We have this card, Seven of Wands. Again, we see a person behind bars, which is being stuck. It represents a person who is kind of holding on to something or hanging on to something, finding it hard to move on, even though the person's trying to come out of the cage. Here also, we see cage energy. So you're caged, you're stuck into this connection. It could be a toxic cycle. Now, one interesting thing, here we see a person with all the flowers, too many flowers to handle. Here we see a person with the withering rose. The rose is getting withered. So, lack of flowers, lack of warmth, emotion, beauty. So, I can definitely sense the person is missing you. Maybe you're missing them. It was definitely an unequal connection where the energy was, the effort was not reciprocated. One person gave too little, one person gave it all. There was a mismatch. However, this is the sort of person, when you're present, they will treat you nice. They might not treat you nice. And when you threaten to walk away or you do walk away, they miss you or they would do some nice gestures for you. So it's like too late, too little. Do you know what I mean? Person has feelings for you. Person could have their own demons or their own issues that they need to deal with first. I can sense that. Just the person is giving me troublemaker energy. Love is there. See, they have love for you. Their feelings for you. They're attracted to you. But at the same time, they cannot be a good partner to you. This is a person who's kind of like a red flag with the red curtains in the back when it comes to relationship matters. They are not a good partner. They could be a good person. They could be a good friend. They could have amazing personality. But as a partner, they lack. You felt unsupported in this connection. I can sense that. And you might miss the person, they might miss you back. Of course, there could be a strong connection that you feel with one another, but it's an end of a cycle. I almost get the sense of just the cards are a little heavy. The energy that I'm picking up here feels a little heavy. It's not like a positive connection that I'm picking up for you. There's a lot of romance, there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of sparks, chemistry that I'm picking up. But at the same time, it's like the highs are high, the lows are low. A person could be troublemaker, they could bring trouble to your doorstep. You might miss them, you might reminisce, you might feel very nostalgic about this connection. I can sense that. And I feel like there could be distance, there could be a long time you've interacted with each other, and it's okay. That means you've diverted in your path in life. It's time to let the connection go somewhere, or just to let it go and go somewhere yourself, to move on. If you have this habit of romanticizing the past, you might even misremember things. You might not remember how bad it was, because when we look at the past, we are nostalgic. We are feeling nostalgic. We tend to look at things with the rose tinted, the rose tinted glasses come on with all these roses that I'm picking up. Rose itself can represent in Vedic astrology Mars and Venus and element, because flowers themselves are Venus, but roses specifically have thorns on them. Thorns is Mars. So, Venus, Mars, you're drawn to each other. It's almost karmic. Very high intensity, attraction, passion. But Venus is love, harmony. Venus, love, harmony, beauty, romance, everything. Mars can represent fights, issues in relationship, independence, person who's frivolous, person who can be dominating. There could be, hot and cold vibes with both the planets sitting together. If you have Mars and Venus, some sort of a connection is there. There could be some synastry going on with Mars and Venus where you can feel a strong connection, but sometimes the relationship doesn't work out. I'm not saying every single person with this combination will have a divorce or a breakup. No. But this combination can be really good or it can be bad. You have to look at other factors. You need to analyze the chart altogether. So, but I'm giving this Venus Mars element energy that I'm picking up here very strongly. So, some of you could have that. If anyone is interested in getting a compatibility reading, you can book with me. I just remembered I also offer a compatibility reading where I match two people's chart together. So that is something that came to my mind. Just letting you guys know, if you're interested, you can also book a personal reading with me and natal chart if you want me to analyze your chart placements. But coming back to the reading, there's like a draw towards each other, very strong bonding. Some both of you could also have retrograde Venus, by the way. You always come back to each other. There could be cycles that repeat here. Person misses you, person thinks about you. Yes, is the person willing to change? Hard to tell. I also get the sense that you could have become so what do you call it, burdened by this connection, you had to walk away. Remember, um, the Ten of Wands here represents heaviness, burden, responsibility. Things were not as great. You might feel like things were great now. After it's been a while, you miss them. But when you were in it, it was not a good time. I can sense that. So, what I'm picking up for you, pile number 3, overall, they feel when they look at you, this person, they feel a sense of longing. They definitely feel the romantic vibes. They could be missing involved. But at the same time, a bit of like a bittersweet feeling is what I'm picking up for you guys. Both of you together, it's bittersweet. It's not ideal, but it also gave them a high. So, strong connection. I think I need to pull more cards for this reading. I will do that in the extended. I want to pull oracle cards specifically just to see what are the underlying here influences that I'm picking up here. But anyway, overall, um, interesting connection. I think it would be nice to just move on, walk away, and to stop being nostalgic about the connection. However, I do have bunch of readings on my channel. You can go watch some other reading for guidance if you're interested, a general reading. And if you don't mind, you can join the membership to watch the extended. I will leave a link along with the timestamps. I hope this resonated, helped you in some way. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your feedback in the comments. Bye, guys. Thank you.